This is Michael Indamola Abdul. I go by the stage name Medis Abdul. I hail from Ogun State, Nigeria. Um, I started music in 2007, but then I started production in 2010. I remember back then, I used to be in a musical group. I was a rapper. I started out as a rapper. So one of us was quite proficient with Fruity Loops. And I asked him to show me the basics, but he said something, I know it was joking, but that has actually been my greatest motivation today. He said, why? You would never be a producer. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you don't know what will happen tomorrow. What if I become a producer tomorrow? Like, what then? So I gave it my all, I put in effort, I was relentless, working around the clock, making mistakes, and I was working hard at production. So I learned the basics of it. Then I decided to quit my pursuit of dentistry in 2013, and I decided to focus on music fully. On this section, I'll be talking about the 5 songs that really mean something to me on a very emotional level. The first one, which is a tribute to my musical idol, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. I remember growing up, his songs were not really common in my household, and because of he was not a perfect role model to kids. So I went out to look for his songs, because I was so fascinated by his sound. It's so real, it's live music. And I became a big fan, and I fell in love with the songs. The second song is a song by Gabi Cool Records, Goso by name, and the song was produced by Jermaine. While listening to the song, I'm like, okay, I want to mix this because it sounded so African, and that's what I'm about. Whatever beat I make, be it trap, be it hip hop, be it R&B or Afro beats, it has to have that Afro element and it has to have the Modis element. So I decided to mix the song. When I was done, everyone was happy in the studio, and even when they played it in other places, people were happy, and I got this fulfillment in my soul. Like, yeah, I actually did something to make people smile. It's what music is all about. It's very emotional. It's very spiritual. It gets people, like, it lifts their mood. It could affect your mood in several ways. The third song is a song by J.O.B. Egbon is the name of the song. I met Job in 2015. My brother introduced him to me. When we met, he was freestyling some of his hip hop songs for me. We should work on something like that. And I was listening, but I'm like, do you have anything African that we can work with? And he said, okay, we've just written one African song. And we freestyled it. And I'm like, yes, this is what we're going to work on. And I went home that night. I made a beat and I sent it to him. But in my mind, I wasn't so convinced about that beat because I know this beat can be more. It has the potential to be way better than what it is. So he was working on that beat, and we set a session for the following Monday. The Sunday before that Monday, the Sunday preceding the Monday, I was going to church and I was hearing sound in my soul, like, this is what it should be like. It shouldn't be fake. It should be real. It should be real. You shouldn't try to do something that isn't you. And when I got home, I put one or two things together within 30 minutes. I changed the entire song, changed the progression, changed the drums, changed the rhythm, changed everything about it. And I didn't send it to him on purpose. I wanted to see his reaction physically. So when we got to the studio the next day, I told him, okay, dude, I already changed the beats, but when you hear it, let me know what you feel. And from the moment when I played it, he went over the top. He was like, yes, this is it. And that's like one of the most emotional works I've ever done, because I feel so connected to that work. I don't give up when things get hard. I go harder, like I work harder, like I'm relentless. Whatever I'm going to do, believe me, I'm going to do it. No matter what it takes, I'm going to give it my all. The fourth song is a song off Shola David's forthcoming Aftermath album. We worked on this album about 2 months ago, I think, in March. We worked on a 30 to 40 hour session. It was hectic, and it was within 3 days. It was very engaging and very exhausting, but it is the job. It's the nature of the job, you know. It was good to be a skilled problem solver. So like every challenge we faced, it was being solved on the spot and in good time. It was a very efficient session at the end of the day. It's been a great experience for me, because that was my first album recording, and it's like you're thrown in the deep end. How do you swim from there? But then I was sure of myself before I took the job, before I decided to work on it. And I made myself proud, you know. I made myself happy. I'm convinced by what I've done, and he's also happy with what I did on the project. The fifth song is a song that I'm working on currently. The beat was produced by my friend Demain.
He's amazing. He's amazing. Fela Nicola is amazing. If you know he's balling, then you know we are scoring. Many things I have done it. I cannot stoop to level of defeat. Say my squad got the money. Lavish spending, they say we are young. No time to be fighting.
The name of the song is Squadding. It's about everything, like from my goons, my guys, and about those who doubted me, those who are close to me, who have betrayed me, you know. It's a song for everybody, and it's a song everybody can also relate to. This is Michael Damola Abdul, and this has been my take on the man behind the sound.